Hi, and welcome to this beautiful summer day. This is the day the Lord has made. We shall be glad and rejoice in it. I want to take you through my morning or mid-morning days, especially in summer. Some of the things that I find are usually very relaxing and very focused to help me prepare myself for the day ahead, and also just to bring myself in alignment to my thoughts. One of the things I do like to do is to actually journal and write my thoughts down. This can be in the morning, and it could also take place in the evenings just before I actually go to bed. I find that this relaxes my mind a lot more, and sort of closes the day quite well, and it also acts as a devotional time in connection to my prayer time. The other thing that I like to do is to actually water my plants if they need to be watered. If it has been a dry period or I've got days that I haven't watered them, this is a good time to actually get out, observe them, have a look around, and to actually ensure that everything is okay and doing well. This year, I started my plants slightly later, especially my tomato plants. I've had some cucumbers, and I've also tried to plant some um, melons, but they seem to have not survived. I've recently been transferring some of the plants down into the grounds and into pots, but I always find that I don't always have enough space for some of them in the ground, so I've been trying to pot them, and also that means that I have to dig out some soil from the grounds, which sometimes looks a little bit sparse and insufficient. Yeah, doing things this way makes me removed from social media, gets me off the phone, and gets me off some of the distractions that could come my way in the morning. And I find that by spending time outdoors, nurturing the plants, bird watching in my garden, sometimes I have a range of birds that actually come around the garden. I find that this opens my mind more to the day, and it relaxes my mind a little bit more. If I'm not taking a walk, these are some of the things that I do. But on mornings that I can take a walk or go for a swim if I can fit it in, those are the sorts of things that I would actually put myself out to do. I mean, time goes very, very quickly. So I find that spending time this way also allows me to take a deep breath and rethink my goals that I may have been working on, or that the Lord has put in my mind, things that I may, have not worked on yet or started working on, things that I may have started and perhaps put on the shelf, and I haven't been working on them, for instance. And some of the plans for both myself and my family. When you're a mother, I think you're a mother, of course, not I think. You are a mother for life, regardless of what age your children may be. I mean, I think that if they are still living with you, even as adults, and continuously, even at that, yes, you brought them up with fled the nest or partially fled the nest. But I think that when they're around you, and with you, there's always something to actually talk about. Of course, the communication lines are open. And sometimes I observe them and look at where things need to be perhaps communicated about. Perhaps they've got something I would like them to build themselves about, maybe career goals. It could be character based. And being a mother to special needs young people, um, one a little bit more severe than the other one very, very verbal, very, by God's grace, intelligent, but both of them really, in their own ways, having, things that they are building upon. It could be to do with building a skill, harnessing a gift, and so forth. So this is also a good time to think about my youngsters, my young men, my children, ranging from the age of 26, 24, 16, and 20. For those of you who are new here, I'm a mother to 4 young men. So that's also, very important for me, as I see them increase themselves in Christ, increase themselves, in their life skills, and just spending time as a family. So during times like this, I will also perhaps come up with ideas for activities for what the family could do together to catch up. Now that summer is here, and even if it's not summer, even if it's the rest of the year, the whole time, it allows me and gives me time to do things like that. Sitting down out while journaling and writing also gives me time to think about, the weeks, perhaps the meals that I'll be cooking, shopping lists, and work that needs to be done around the house and so forth. So, briefly speaking, this is my morning routine, especially in the warmer weather, where, as I said, I like to spend as much time as I can outdoors. Um, some of my videos, you can go through the channel. I'll link 1 or 2 videos that takes me outdoors to actually prepare food, and not necessarily cook per se, but actually just to prepare some of the African vegetables, for instance, that I have cooked or that I tend to cook. So do have a look at that. If you've liked what you've seen here, kindly do take time out to comment, like, subscribe. Let's interact and actually bring me up to increase subscribers. Thank you so much. And of course, there's a lot more to a day, but I try not to put too much in terms of thinking about those things during this time, because every day brings new ideas. Every day brings and refreshes you in different ways. So things have to be altered and changed. So I just try to just make the day lighter in this way. Thanks for watching.